Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 6 of Mega Man 8. Now before we take on the final 2 Robot Masters in this game, let's go shopping, shall we? I've collected a few bolts that I can buy some things back at Light Labs. So yeah. So here we are at Light Labs, or some representation of Light Labs. We don't really get to see what's inside, unfortunately. And here's where we can buy things using our bolts. Now, I only have 12, which means I can buy, at the very least, 2 things. And the 2 things I'm going to buy, they're going to count. Like here, for example, I'm going to buy the good old energy balancer. And like in previous games, you collect weapon energy for the lowest weapon, even if you don't have that weapon energy on you at the moment. So that's always nice. And yeah, some of these things are a little ridiculous. I mean, there's a thing that you can start with extra lives in the beginning. You can climb ladders faster, and you can change your charge shot into a laser. And there's also an ability to slide faster. It's like, yeah, pass. Anyway, what I bought was the energy balancer and the energy saver. The energy saver will allow me to shoot more Robot Master weapon energy. So if you're going to get at least 2 things, get those because, well, sometimes you need more firepower and, yeah. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's go.
I'm Swordsman.
Yes, Sword Man. Anyway, it's this level. It's time for Mega Man to reenact the ending part of Legends of the Hidden Temple. See, there's Olmec right there. And it's time for Mega Man to go after the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, or the Mask of King Tut, or some other treasure they always had on that show or something. I don't know. I miss that show. That was back when shows were good and interesting and fun and whatnot. Alright. Anyway, the gimmick for the first half of this stage is we have to use the weapons from the first 4 Robot Masters to get past these obstacles and, well, to proceed on forward. That is, we need to use Clown Man's weapon, Frost Man's weapon, Tengu Man's weapon, and Grenade Man's weapon. Like, see here, for example, I'm using Thunderclaw to not only swing across these dangerous insta-kill spike pillars, but we have to flip the switch in order to stop said spike pillars from actually descending or ascending towards Mega Man. So, yeah. Also, there was also a bolt in that section, but during my earlier playthrough, I did an earlier test playthrough, and I died a lot. But, yeah, I got a bolt in that very section, so yeah. Now here, we are using Flash Bomb, and it serves 2 purposes. 1, to mine those gaps, and 2, well, as you can see here, there are actually some patterns along the wall if you continue to use Flash Bomb. The idea is, you have to memorize these patterns and input the code right here. However, if you input the code correctly, you can proceed on forward. But if you do it wrong, enemies like here will pop out. And you'll see me screw up a little bit before I finally get the code. But looking at this playback footage, I realized the code was green, yellow, red. Why not call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So like, bleh. That's so bleh. Of course, I'm not threatened by these things right here. These enemies right here, their only purpose is to refill weapon energy. And that's it. Although, you could skip the whole combination thing completely and just, well, do some random guessings. But, why not? Of course, I finally get the right combination, so we can proceed onward, and yeah. Yeah, these, I'm guessing they're purplish pink orbs. They allow a Mega Man to essentially open up one of these idols here in the so that we can go on to the next part of the level. Alright. Now, for this one right here, using Tengu Man's weapon, we have to get these floating magnets over, well, together so we can open the door. And past me, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to shoot. There we go. No, you dummy. What you're supposed to do is get that close enough so that the magnets will actually touch one another and, well, lock on so we can open the door. Now, in this case, we do have to use a tornado hold so we can lift that bottom part to the top part so we can proceed onward. I mean, you have to get at least close enough so that the magnets will attract one another, but, yeah. Come on. Now, while these things are helpful in refilling your weapon energy, they can be annoying if too many of them are in a screen, especially in a confined space. Thankfully, they pop out only 3 at a time, and, well, you get a little breather. Now, here's something the batons will also do. They will, essentially shoot at you, horizontally, too. They shoot out like projectiles, like, Ah! That was close. Oh, no goody, spikes. Alright. I'm not going to chance it this time around. I'm going to use Tornado Hold and jump across. See? No problem. And that means we only have one more of these sections left, and then it's onward. Come on. Alright. Of course, the last one will be Ice Wave, Frostman's weapon. Come on. And it's nice and convenient that it's only the first 4 Robot Master weapons. I mean, think about it. If it were like Astro Crush or Aquaman's weapon, we'd be in trouble there. Anyway, we're using Ice Wave to blow past these fire pillars right here. Now, I cannot recall... Are these insta-kills? I'm assuming they're insta-kills because, why else would we need Ice Wave here? Either that or they hurt a lot, and we don't want that. Ugh. And yeah, that's it. We pretty much have done it right here. So now we can proceed onward with the level, and, yeah. Actually, I was wrong. Those little pink orb things are teleportation spheres. We have to just hit the button, and that's it. Okay, but we're not done with this section yet. No. We actually have one more mini-boss to tackle, and it's this thing. Now, this thing here is weak against Flash Bomb and Astro Crush. I think it's Astro Crush, or... Hold on a second. Whatever it is, it's... Whatever this thing is, just use Flash Bomb to get rid of it quickly. No, it's Flash Bomb and Water Balloon. There we go. It's Flash Bomb. Just use Flash Bomb. It's better. You get multiple hits off it. And, yeah. And about halfway through, this big old eye thing with the hammer will destroy the platform. But you can kill it quickly enough, and, yeah. And just like that, we get our final rush item of the game. Now, this item here is Rush Bomber. And it makes Rush bombard enemies while flying across the screen in Rush Jet form. So basically, death from above. Thank you, Rush. Although, I may or may not use it depending on the situation. Okay. So, yeah, I haven't talked about Swordsman yet. I mean, Swordman. My bad. Swordman is a combat robot that was built by Dr. Wily to use an ancient sword that he stole from a museum. Oh boy. Unfortunately, Swordman's sword was way too heavy, so the upper part of the body was fitted with an anti-gravitational device, and as such, both the upper and lower halves of his body can act independently of each other to improve his balance. So, yeah. His main attack is the Flame Sword, an attack that envelops his sword with flames for extra damage. Swordman can also attack by spinning his upper part rapidly to cut enemies, and drops heavy statues. His stage in Mega Man 8 is a Cambodian temple-like area located somewhere in Central Asia, but it would be more like southeast on the Asian mainland. So, yeah, we're somewhere in Asia. Who knows where in Asia? I don't know. So, essentially, we are going through Legends of the Hidden Temple meets Temple of Doom. But, yeah, it doesn't matter. Here we are. We are at the boss. And because he is a fire robot master, it's time to bring on the water.
Nothing personal, but I've got orders.
Oh, I'm so proper. I have an accent. Yes, other taunts include, let's make this a fair fight. I won't hold back. And I'll do my best. Alright. Even though, he respects Mega Man in some way, he's still a wily bot, which means we have to kill him so we can move on. And show off with that whole giant stone statue cutting thing, so like, ugh. But anyway, just use Aquaman's weapon on him, try and avoid his attacks, and he'll be dead in no time. Like so.
Nice shot.
A gentleman to the end. Now, one of the things I admire about this game is they give the Robot Masters a little bit more personality, as it were. I mean, sure, all the Robot Masters have personality, but because this is a 32-bit game, we get a lot more personality. Although, to be fair, Mega Man 7 did give some personality because it's nature as a 16-bit game, but yeah, voices. It's the voices.
I'm Searchman, okay?
That's right, our final Robot Master of this game, Searchman. And yes, it has two heads. And there's a reason for this, which I will go to in a moment. And did you see that giant thing that was chucking boulders? Oh man, that was so a Gutsman reference right there. Because Wily loves Gutsman. What is this obsession with Gutsman? Do you know what this obsession with Gutsman is? Audience, if you know something, please tell me. I don't know why. Now this section here can be excellent, fun, or tedious depending on how you do with the Thunderclaw. I mean, you can use it to swing from these things over and over to get some higher distance. Or you can, well, just go on and take the lower pathway. And to be fair, I tried going the upper pathway like I'm doing right here because, well, I want to be cool and awesome. But, given how some of the placements of these, whatchamacallit, I'm guessing grappling points, you'll see in a moment. Stupid Met. There we go. And as soon as we kill this Gutsman wannabe, I'll show you what I mean. Now, take here, for example. The grapple point, no problem. I can just swing over it, no problem. And now, this one right here, these moving, non-insta-kill spikes. See, I try to swing across it, and because of this thing right here, I fall down. And I admit, I tried it again, and I fell down again. Which means that I was just like, screw it at this point, I'm just going down the lower pathway. Now these things here, they can be destroyed by using Flame Sword. Alright, we're approaching the halfway point of this level already, and here's the vault right here. Now, that is if you are playing the PlayStation version. Coming up will be a mini-boss exclusive to the Sega Saturn version. And, well, well, let's just say it's another blast from the past. And, oh, you'll see. I won't let you pass your Mega Man. Woodman, are you still working for Wily? I'll defeat you this time for Dr. Wily. Don't fight me, Woodman. You have no chance to win. Let's do it. Get ready, Mega Man. That's right. In the Sega Saturn version of this game, you fight Woodman. And, oh man, I wish we had this in the PlayStation version or the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. But no, it's only a Sega Saturn boss. Darn. And again, this footage belongs to Protosuke, and again, I apologize for it taking it off YouTube. And as you can see here, Woodman attacks just like he did in Mega Man 2. And I should point out that the boss music for this guy and for Cutman are remixes of their stage music. So that's a nice little touch. But like Mega Man says, Woodman has no chance, and you get a bolt for defeating him. I do have to admit though, Flame Sword is a cool weapon. I mean, it's the closest thing Mega Man can have to an actual sword. So yeah. And I'm actually shocked that they've actually included it in Mega Man's weapon set for Smash Brothers. So yeah. Although I am a little bit confused. I mean, we have two flame weapons, as it were. The Flame Sword from this game, and Flame Man's weapon from Mega Man 6. So, two fiery weapons, I guess? I don't know. Alright. Anyway, the idea here is you have to knock over these doors and get across before they seal themselves using good old Thunderclaw. Yeah, looks like Flame Sword and Thunderclaw are getting a decent workout on this level. Ow. Alright. Again, this thing has no chance because I'm glad Mega Man can shoot through walls. It's one of the great things I like about the Blue Bomber. Oh, goody. What you can do here is you can just knock the door open, then swing across. Or, if you feel daring, swing across, then quickly shoot the door open so you can get across without falling into insta-kill spikes. And those missiles never even touched me. Okay, you know what? I think it's time we talk about the robot master of this stage, Searchman. Okay. Searchman is a robot master created by Dr. Wily, designed to look like a soldier. During Searchman's construction, Wily had the idea that if he had two minds, he could be slightly wiser and stronger than other robot masters. Well, at least Wily's had a good idea there. And he went off the idea of a two-man sniper into one. Unfortunately, Wily forgot to install two personalities, and because Searchman is constantly switching himself from head to head, he gets himself confused. Oh, good one, Wily. You can hide in the bushes, hiding nothing behind one, or a decoy behind two, and himself behind the last one. Searchman is one of 4 robot masters that protects the barrier to Wily Tower and was placed somewhere in the forest of Congo, Africa. Okay. So we're in Africa now, huh? Yeah. Now, as you saw me do earlier, it is possible to grapple from one point to another using Thunderclaw, and I used it to nab a bolt. So, yay me, I guess. And we're going to have to rely on this skill later on. I'm just saying. It's too many enemies. It's too many. I'm a little nervous right here because of all these birds and whatnot. Now here you have to use Thunderclaw to swing across and open the door as soon as you do so. Woo! And here we are at Searchman's area. Now he is vulnerable to a flame sword, so I would get that ready. And let's take him.
Ready? Yeah, let's go.
The other taunts include, "Begin mission, yes sir," and "Hey boy, come on." Yeah, he really does get himself confused. Of course, Flame Sword is his weakness, but it's most effective when he hides in the bushes. And as you can see here, if you get the right bush and you strike it with Flame Sword, he'll take massive damage, and before long, he will go down. Like so. Oh, Wily, if you had more time, Searchman could have been a more competent threat. But no, you had to be cheap and forgetful. But, oh well. Anyway, let's nab Homie Sniper and proceed onward. Yeah, we've defeated all 4 barrier robot masters, which means next part we will head into Wily's tower. See ya then.